Every story has a beginning, and our story started right here on Skye Road over 30 years ago, when a handful of pioneers stepped out in faith, simply to gather, to pray, to listen, and to ask God what he was doing, how we could join in with his mission in this part of the world, here in Sherrixley. That small band of pioneers met in a home here on Skye Road for a year, and they were about to birth something brand new. Those first prayer pioneers were sure that God had on his heart and mind this community of Sherrixley. So in 1991, 1st of September 91, a band of faithful saints set out from Jedder Street Baptist Church in the city centre of Aberdeen and found a new home here in Sherrixley Community Centre. They began to worship God and witness to this neighbourhood that Jesus is alive. God was to provide a long-term home for our worship gatherings here at what used to be called Spring Hill Primary School. When I first arrived in Aberdeen in 1996, I walked through the doors of this Sunday morning gathering and found myself at home in God's presence with God's people. This was to be our Sunday gathering home for some 15 years, a wonderful place for us as a fellowship to grow, to thrive. Many people's lives were transformed by God's love here in this school building. But this wasn't the end of the story. We longed and prayed for our own permanent home. In 2002, after many years of praying and searching the land, literally, we were granted permission by Aberdeen City Council to purchase this bit of land in the Summerhill Wood End area. We felt a resounding yes in the spirit and with each other, and it was such an adventure to plan, prepare and build a permanent home for witness and worship in this community in 2003. Folks, I want to invite you this weekend to gather with us for two reasons. Firstly, we're going to look back over 30 years. We're going to remember God's goodness and faithfulness to us. We're going to hear from friends from all over the world as we remember the journey of faith over 30 years. And we're also going to look ahead to the future, to the next 30 years, with faith and hope and love in our hearts and worship God together. So I invite you to come in person on Saturday evening, 6:30, and on Sunday morning in person, 10:30, to celebrate together 30 years of God's goodness at Sherrixley Baptist Church. We'll see you this weekend.